हेलो हाय आदाब और सत श्री अकाल। एक बार फिर से आप लोगों के बीच में आ गया हूं आपका हमराज आरजे हमनम 90.4 मेगाहर्ट्ज कम्युनिटी रेडियो ज्ञानवाणी यानी कि ज्ञान की वाणी पर। आज क्योंकि दिन है आप लोगों के लिए नो योर राइट्स का, और हम लगातार आप लोगों के बीच नो योर राइट्स शो लेकर आते हैं, जिसका तत्वावधान होता है दो स्कूलों से, यानी कि स्कूल ऑफ क्रिएटिव स्टडीज और स्कूल ऑफ लॉ। तो ये दोनों मिलकर इस शो को नया लेकर आए हैं हम लोग आपके पास, कुछ नायाब, जिससे कि आपको अपने इंडिविजुअल राइट्स के बारे में पता चले और वो भी राइट्स के बारे में आपको पता चले जिनके बारे में आपको नहीं पता है। लोग आपको अगर बरगलाते हैं, अगर आप कंफ्यूज होते हैं, अगर आपको कोई धमकाता है या परेशान करता है, तो आपको उन कानून की जानकारी होना बहुत जरूरी है। हर बार स्कूल ऑफ लॉ से या तो कोई स्टूडेंट मेरे पास आता है या आते हैं कोई फैकल्टी। आज एक और फैकल्टी आए हैं मेरे पास, क्योंकि अभी तक नो योर फैकल्टी में नहीं आए, इसलिए हम उनको वहां पर भी बुलाएंगे। तो हम उनसे बात करते हैं, आज उनका वार्म वेलकम करते हैं और उनके बारे में मैं आपको कुछ बात बताऊंगा और उसके बाद करेंगे उनसे हम सवालात, क्योंकि आज वो हमें बताने वाले हैं लॉज गवर्निंग मर्जर्स एंड एक्विजिशंस पर। तो एक्विजिशंस के बारे में वो बताएंगे हमें। पहले उनका इंट्रोडक्शन आपसे कराता हूं। उनका नाम है हर्षल पडवल, जो है स्कूल ऑफ लॉ से, और वहां पर हैं वो असिस्टेंट प्रोफेसर। सर गुड मॉर्निंग, कैसे हैं आप? वेरी वार्म वेलकम हियर इन नो योर राइट्स।
गुड मॉर्निंग सर।
ओके सर, सवाल क्योंकि अब आपसे हमें जानना है, क्योंकि इसके बारे में आप एक्सपर्टीज हैं, आपको ज्यादा चीजें पता हैं, तो आप ही से शुरुआत करते हैं। व्हाट आर मर्जर एंड एक्विजिशंस?
So basically the merger and acquisition is the two concepts. So merger is nothing but according to the company's law. Whenever there are two companies coming together or two or more companies coming together and they merge themselves, between there are two types of company coming together and forming a new company.
Okay.
So basically that is called as a merger.
Okay.
But according to the acquisition, whenever any company acquired their stakes or the shares from that company more than 50%,
Oh, yes.
so basically that is called as a acquisition.
Acquisitions.
Okay, so merger is nothing but you have to take all the assets and liabilities coming together and forming a new company for reducing your competition among the
definitely.
market.
Yes.
So basically there are two companies, they are coming together. You can know the Vodafone and Idea.
Idea,
now
yes.
they have the V, right? So VI is nothing but Vodafone and Idea. They are basically relating to the communication company.
Yes.
So the telecommunication company comes together and they're forming a new company, that is V. So that is called as a merger.
और स्पेशली ऐसा बैंक में भी होता है, मैंने देखा है पिछले दिनों, और ये हमारे पंजाब नेशनल बैंक में साथ में हुआ था। पंजाब नेशनल बैंक और बैंक ऑफ महाराष्ट्र भी और ओरिएंटल बैंक ऑफ कॉमर्स, ये तीनों एक साथ आ गए थे स्पेशली। तो ये गवर्नमेंट ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस में भी चलता है ना, हो सकता है। ओके सर, what are the objectives and reasons for mergers and acquisitions?
So basically the reasons and the objective of that merger and acquisition is related to for growing the company. So whenever there are two companies coming together, they are reducing their competition, so automatically they grow according to their profitability as well as their expansion will be there. Second will be the diversification. They can diversify their profit or they can diversify their business regarding to your needs for the consumer or needs for the market. Next one is the market share. For increasing the market share, it is very important because whenever the company is basically depend upon the share capital. So you know the share value will be increasing or decreasing. So for increasing the market share, they can come together and reducing their competition. Definitely. And accordingly their sale will be increased.
And they will become a big company.
Big company, right? So the market share will be increasing through the merger and acquisition. And last one, but not the least, that is the profitability. Yes. So whenever you reduces your competition, your profitability will goes up. Because whenever the profitability will be increased, it will be increasing your profit market share also and your profitability also.
Okay, competition आपका वैसे भी कम हो ही रहा है, profit ज़्यादा आ रहा है, तो definitely. Okay, what are the types of mergers? That is an important question.
There are various types of merger. First of all, that is a horizontal merger. So horizontal merger is nothing but whenever there is a same product is production, the production will be the same. There are two companies producing same brand or same product. They are coming together and form the company, that is called as a horizontal merger.
एग्जांपल के लिए समझ सके, मान लो कोई एक कंपनी पापड़ बना रही है,
yes,
लिज्जत पापड़ भी बना रहा है और एक और कोई मान लो पार्ले भी पापड़ बना रहा है,
so they are coming together and forming a new company.
Okay, पार्ले लिज्जत के नाम से उन्होंने एक नया ब्रांड ही लॉन्च कर दिया पापड़ का। अच्छा,
so that is called as a horizontal. As I said just before that, that is a telecommunication between the Vodafone and Idea.
Oh yes,
definitely. So that will be the coming together and form, that is called as a horizontal. Second one is a vertical. So in vertical there is a product line or there is a supply chain management.
Okay.
So whenever their supply chain management is coming together and form a new company. For example, suppose there is a company like Lipton and Brookband. There is a tea company, right? So tea powder company. They are coming together and form a new product that is called as a Lipton India and Brookband Limited. Or it will be, you can say that the product will be interrelated with each other. So upper company will take over the lower company. So that is called as a vertical merger.
Vertical merger.
Next one is a reverse merger. So reverse merger is nothing but the merger where the parent company merge it with its subsidiary or profit making merge loss making firm. So there are two companies, one is a loss making and second is a profit making company.
तो एक तरह से हालांकि वो उसका एक्विजिशन नहीं कर रहा है पर आप ऐसे कह सकते हैं.
You can merge that company by loss making to profit making. And next one is a conglomerate merger. So merger of companies operating in different line of business. The kind of merger take place in diversified and spread risk. In the case of business does not make such profit. That is L&T and the Voltas company. So there are conglomerate is nothing but they can diversify their risk or the spreading the risk among the themselves. For example, suppose I am taking the one of the company I have which is related to very risky. So I can merge with that company whether my risk will be reduces due to that company, because whenever I have the risk there is a risk of loss. So for reducing that loss I can merge with another company which is related to profit. So my risk will be converted into the profit. So there is a conglomerate company merger, and last is a congeneric merger. So it is the type of merger where the two companies are in the same and connected industries or market but do not offer the same product. So there are yes.
Okay, I'm trying to understand what is actually
congeneric. Congeneric merger is nothing but whenever you connected the business but there is not interrelated. For example, suppose you have the business of shoes company.
Okay.
And
you are making towel.
Yes. So shoes company will merge with the socks company. It is interrelated. But the product will be just different. Okay. So you can take that. For example, there are various mobile company. Right. So mobile company take the one product from the another company. They can merge themselves for the increasing their profitability or the productivity.
So they can make something like that. Okay, if I'm making a mobile,
yes,
and you are making the same.
Yes. No. I'm taking some of the part of that mobile. You can take from that from that business. So that is called as a congeneric member.
Okay. जैसे कि रॉ मटेरियल मैं अगर सप्लाई कर रहा हूँ तो बाकी सारी चीजें आप ओके, दैट इज द कोजेनरिक मर्जर. सब कुछ अब लोगों को और भी समझ में आ रहा होगा. मेरे पास आ गई है तो कवर डेफिनेटली. ओके, व्हाट आर द टाइप्स ऑफ एक्विजिशंस? अब एक्विजिशंस वाली बात.
सो एक्विजिशन इज नथिंग बट देयर आर सम टेकओवर्स और एक्विजिशन. एक्विजिशन इज नथिंग बट you took over the part of that share. For example, suppose there are 100 shares are issued by the company. So out of that 100 shares, whenever I purchase 60 shares or more than 51 shares from that company, so I hold that company.
Like actually Tata did with the Jaguar.
Yes. So whenever you hold more than 50%, 51% of the share in that particular company, that is called as an acquisition or takeover. So all the decision made by the shareholder, because they are the actual owner of that business.
Yes.
So whenever the takeover take place, whenever you have the more than 51% of that share, that is called as a takeover. So the takeover can be a two type: friendly takeover or hostile takeover. So friendly
friendly वाले तो तब
yes, friendly is nothing but you and me meet each other. We are made the competition between each other.
Yes.
So we are taking the friendly chair and we can say that we have to merge ourselves and make a profit. That is called as a friendly takeover.
Yes.
And the hostile is nothing but whenever any company hold that business. Definitely. That is called as a hostile takeover.
Which one? First one is a big.
Yes.
Second one is actually is a small or
loss making.
They are actually loss making company. Okay. तो वो सीधे उसको टेक ओवर कर लेते हैं. एज यूजुअल जो हम लोग मार्केट में देखते हैं वो चल रहा होता है. ओके, कैन यू एक्सप्लेन द प्रोसेस ऑफ मर्जर्स एंड एक्विजिशंस?
ओके, so there are 5 steps in that process under the merger and acquisition. First is the assessment and preliminary review. So whenever you have to merge or take over some of the company, you have to assess, and the preliminary review should be taken for that company. For example, what are their objective, what are the goals of that particular company, what are the strategic goals. There are some target markets will be there, potential acquisition targets will be there. So you have to assess first, and preliminary review should be taken whenever you go for the merger. Second step is nothing but deal structuring and negotiation. So whenever you review that business, review that particular business for merger, you have to take the deal structure and negotiation. You have to negotiate how much the deal will be there, how the deal will be structured for that particular takeover and the merger. Next one is the due diligence. So due diligence is nothing but the legal prospectus, according to the legal prospectus, whether all the criteria will be fulfilled for that merger or not. So due diligence is nothing but involves the details review of target company, which will be include financial, legal and operational information. So you have to, yes, यहाँ पे आपको lawyer की जरूरत पड़ती है whenever the due diligence will be there.
Okay.
Next is the signing and closing. So after due diligence, there will be a signing and closing will be there regarding the business will be take over from that so and so company on that particular dealing, or it is called as a purchase consideration. Actually, the concept will be the purchase consideration, which is take over after that company. And last
even
is
all the paperwork also.
Yes,
signing
yes, yes, after that signing. And last one is a post-merger integration. So
Okay.
post-merger integration involves integrating the target company into the acquiring company operation, culture and system. Whenever you merge themselves, you have to the process will start after the post-merger. That means you have to go actual the practical business. You have to structure, you have to plan your market strategy, you have to plan your operation, culture and the system. So that was the 5 steps involved under the process of merger and acquisition.
ओके जो कि स्पेशली आपने समरी के थ्रू भी बाद में बताया,
Yes.
मर्जर्स एंड एक्विजिशन से प्रोसेस.
Yes.
और समरी एक बार मैं जरूर दोहरा देता हूं जो सर ने हमें यहाँ पर बताई है. असेसमेंट एंड प्रिलिमिनरी रिव्यू नंबर 1, नंबर 2 डील स्ट्रक्चरिंग एंड नेगोशिएशन, जो कि आप लोग स्पेशली डील करते हैं उससे पहले और उसके आसपास. एंड नंबर 3 इज ड्यू डिलिजेंस, जिसमें ज्यादा आपका लीगल वर्क होता है स्पेशली. नंबर 4 साइनिंग एंड क्लोजिंग, जिसमें आप पेपर साइनिंग करते हो और उसके बाद बाकी सारी चीजें जो क्लोजिंग एंड आई थिंक हैंड ओवर ऑल्सो
Yes.
वो आता है. एंड नंबर 5 पोस्ट मर्जर इंटीग्रेशन, जो कि सर ने बहुत अच्छे से एक्सप्लेन किया है. ओके, हु अप्रूव्ड द M&A मर्जर एंड
That
एक्विजिशन?
is called as a NCLT. That is National Company Law Tribunal.
Okay.
So without the permission of that NCLT, you cannot do the merger. So according to the Companies Act, it lays that the concerned NCLT bench of that area where the transferor and transferee company, that is the one of the transferor, that is the, you can say the takeover company, and second one is a transferee who are selling their company, have their individual offices. Those NCLT shall the jurisdiction of to the order by winding up and regulate merger of the company. So NCLT is the whole authority to take the merger and acquisition. And there are some legal prospects also for that NCLT. There are some legal views will be there for the NCLT, and then only you can go for the merger and acquisition.
Okay. Which sections are included for M&A?
Yes, that is
ये
merger
आपको
and
explain करने
acquisition.
पड़ेंगे. हाँ.
Okay, so there are various sections we use under the Companies Act, from section 230 to 240 under Companies Act. 230 is nothing but a compromise and arrangement. Okay, so how you compromise and how the arrangement, that is the you can say the dealing and negotiation comes under the 230. And 230 is power of tribunal to enforce the compromise and arrangement under section 230. What are the powers and what are the, you can say the NCLT comes in this place, that how much the compromise and arrangement should be done. That will be in 231. Then 232 is nothing but merger and amalgamation of the company. So merger and amalgamation and acquisition are both are the that will be a different part, because merger and amalgamation coming together and forming a new company, that is called as a merger and amalgamation. But in acquisition, one of the company acquired some other company, that is called as a acquisition. So 232 is basically for merger and amalgamation of company. Then 233 is merger or amalgamation of certain companies. There are certain companies you cannot amalgamate or you cannot merge with them. For example, there are some government atomic energy, you cannot amalgamate them, right? So there are some part which should not be included for merger and acquisition, which comes under the 230.
Like ONGC वगैरह भेल जरूरी नहीं कि आप उनके साथ कर पाएं.
Yes. There are some similarity, or there will be some product design will be the same, or production will be the same. It is interrelated with each other.
Oh yes.
Then 234 is merger or amalgamation of the company with the foreign company. So amalgamation or merger company can be made in India also or outside India also.
Like the Tata and the Jaguar.
Yes. That will be comes under the 234. 234. Then
जैसे हीरो और होंडा मिलकर कर रहे हैं
yes,
स्पेशली,
that is the Hero Honda or
Hero Honda जो साथ
Suzuki
में लगा है, तो
Maruti,
Suzuki Maruti।
yeah, that will be the you can say the foreign company merger.
हाँ।
Then the 235 is related to power to acquire the share of the shareholder dissenting from the scheme approved by the majority. There are powers which is given to the shareholder. Whenever you have to merge something, merge with any company, you have to take the permission from the first of all the director, and they can plan for the shareholder to take the permission from the shareholder whether we can go for the merger or not, because they have the voting rights. So according to the voting rights, they have to power to acquire the shares of the shareholder for the 235. Then 236 is purchase of minority share. So there are two types of share, holding share and the minority, where it comes under the takeover or acquisition. So whenever I have the 60% of the share of that particular company, so another 40% is comes under the minority shares. So that is called as the minority shares. So that was the purchase. So that acquisition company have to take the purchase from the minority shares also for the acquiring that company. Then 237 is power of central government to provide the amalgamation of amalgamation in public interest. So there are some powers which is given to the central government in the line of public interest. As I said that there is an atomic company, or there are some companies you cannot merge with the private company. So there are the rules and regulation. For example, you can take the Central Railway. You cannot merge with the private company.
Yes.
Yes. So that are the central government rules or power of that particular merger company.
Even especially some companies like that who are making weapons.
Yes. Yes.
तो वो आप एकदम से मर्ज नहीं कर सकते. You can take the
or you can say the pharmacies.
Pharmacy.
In pharmacy they are not merging with private company. Then there is a section 238 which is registration of offers of scheme involving the transfer of shares. So whenever you have the deal, so in deal how much the shares will be offered. For example, suppose I have the two shares in some company, and that company is merged or take over by some other company. They offer me, instead of 2 I will give the 3 shares. So that offer will be comes under that 238. Then 239 is preservation of books and papers of amalgamated company. So particular that is related to the accounts department. So whenever the company is related to merge or amalgamation or takeover, so in that particular year one company is get wind up and second company will start. So that company will be available with the account, or that will be audited in the next year. So the take care of that books and papers will be take care under the section 239, which is related to the Department of Accounts. And next one is the 240, that is the liability of officer in respect of offence committed prior to the merger of or amalgamation. So there are some liabilities related to government. For example, the tax. So there are some tax liability in that particular company. So you have to clear that tax liability before the merger and acquisition.
Then only you can do the acquisition.
You have to take that. जैसे हम देखते हैं कि you have to take the NOC for something. So that NOC will be given after that only. So whenever you paid that.
पूरा फायदा भी फिर कहाँ हुआ अगर मर्जर भी उन्होंने किया, क्योंकि उनका दूसरी कंपनी का जिसको आप टेक ओवर कर रहे हो तो उसका भी तो आपको पूरा बकाया टैक्स भी तो देना है.
Yes.
Okay. Actually, it should be the very big company actually who is actually making the merger or the acquisitions.
So whenever you comes under that merger and acquisition, whenever you choose the field for the corporate law, it is very important to comes under the merger and acquisition.
Oh, wonderful, definitely, sir. काफी ज़्यादा अच्छे से आज आपने explain किया. Now actually you can drink the water, especially आज काफी बोले हैं आप इसके बारे में जो इन्होंने बताया है, क्योंकि अब इसके बाद अगर आपको कोई और भी डाउट हो, हम ये पूरा शो YouTube पर आप लोगों के पास लेकर आएंगे. अगर आपको कहीं भी मर्जर के बारे में कुछ जानना हो, एक्विजिशंस के बारे में जानना हो, हर्षद सर से आप कांटेक्ट कीजिएगा, उनको याद कीजिएगा यहाँ पर डी.वाई. पाटिल यूनिवर्सिटी में स्कूल ऑफ लॉ में, और साथ साथ ये शो जरूर सुनिएगा क्योंकि आपको इसके बारे में काफी जानकारियां मिल जाएंगी, और ये जानकारियां कम से कम चैट जीपीटी से ज्यादा ही होंगी क्योंकि बहुत ढंग से समझाई गई हैं. स्पेशली दोबारा आप लोगों से जरूर मुलाकात होगी ज्ञानवाणी रेडियो 90.4 मेगाहर्ट्ज में, जब हम इनको बुलाएंगे नो योर फैकल्टी के लिए. थैंक यू सो मच. थैंक यू सो मच सर.
थैंक यू सर.